Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Joby. I am your Fascial Maneuvers coach and teacher today. So we're going to be going through a very, very beautiful journey, working with the fascia, working with movement, working with the breath, and we're going to come on a beautiful journey to help you get de-stressed, to help you bring a calmer mind, to help relieve pain, physical, emotional. So we're going to go on a very beautiful journey, but let's get started. What is fascia? Fascia for me is the interconnected tissue that holds everything together. It holds the organs, the muscles, the ligaments. It holds everything. It holds the stories from our past. It holds the emotions, the trauma, everything we've been holding on to. The memory is stored within the fascia. So we are 70% water. Fascia is the crystallized energy of water, so it holds the memory. So when we are working with the fascia in a beautiful and using the breath and using the maneuvers in counter rotation, it's basically like wringing out a towel. Okay, so we're going to take the body, we're going to counter rotate, and we're going to breathe. And when we breathe from within, we create space. And as we create space, that alleviates. So if you have a shoulder problem, that's going to alleviate that energy. So the whole idea is that the fascia holds a stress, and we want you to get de-stressed, feel calmer, feel lighter. We want you to have a pure intention to release anything that is holding you back. All right? It may come in waves, it may be tears, it may be laughter, it may be joy. Trauma can be released in many, many ways, and sometimes the body will only release what we're ready to release. Okay? You may start feeling a little bit of pressure as we're going through, especially on the first one on Totally Twisted, as we're counter rotating the body here. Pressure is going to move, so you may feel pain behind your knee, okay, but the pain is actually just pressure moving. So as we go through the class, the next maneuver will hopefully release that tension or that pressure what we're doing. So we are a pressurized system. We're going to come on to this at the end of the video as well. So we work in zones. We have our legs, our body, and our head, okay? 3 zones. And then each zone has a zone. So when we are moving and breathing, each zone is connected to each part of the body. All right? So if we wanted to release the ankles, we can work on the ears. The body is fascinating, and I absolutely love it. So I'm excited to bring this to you today for you to learn and to understand that the fascia is the interconnected tissue that holds everything together. And what we're going to do, we are going to unwind that. So if the fascia is tight, if we are stuck, if we are in stress, if we are anxious, if we're holding on to that trauma, we're just not letting it go, the fascia gets tight and sticky. It's like a big spider's web that goes through the body. It's all tiny little tubes filled with liquid. Okay, so the body is the fascia is the crystallized energy of water, so it holds the memory, all right? And by doing fascial maneuvers, slow counter-rotated maneuvers using the breath, we allow to create pressure, tension, and then we allow the energy to be cleared when we create space. So we're going to unwind the fascia, we're going to wring out the body like a wet towel. We're going to breathe, we're going to create space, and we're going to let go of that tension that's holding you back right now. You deserve to be free, all right? So as we go through the class, you may experience pressure, you may experience heat, you may experience, like when the heat comes into the body, that means the fascia is alive, and that means that the fascia is doing the job, and the breath is doing this job, and we are getting aligned. That means everything is working, all right? So the main tip I give you is relaxation. Come into this, enjoy every breath. As we're holding the body, we're going to counter rotate the body, breathe with joy, okay? I am going to relieve this pain, I'm going to relieve this tension, I'm going to relieve this stress from my body. I no longer want to hold this. We're going to be doing some beautiful, powerful affirmations, or I call them declarations of truth. Because when we bring a declaration of truth into my body, into my organs, I'm going to reprogram, I'm going to clear what does not serve me, and I'm going to breathe with intention. All right, so the more you relax, as you exhale, let the body melt, let the body relax, then the body's going to feel safe. You're going to release your tension, your emotion, your trauma, and we're going to reprogram the fascia to be more aligned, more connected to your highest divine power. All right, how's this sound? I'm excited. I absolutely love this. I hope you're going to get most out of this. That's enough talking for now. This, for me, fascia is always better experienced than explained. I can talk about this and talk about this and talk about this, but until you actually feel it, until you feel and your body is counter-rotated and you feel that breath and you feel the pressure moving, that is when you get more faith and you get trust into the maneuvers, okay? So the more we do this and the more you feel it, the more you're going to get out of this, all right? So let's get started. I'm excited. We've been talking for a few minutes now. We've got to get on. All right, so let's move into this now. We have 3 different types of breath. We have the nose breath. When we breathe into the nose, just try that note for a moment. That comes up into your higher chest. That comes up into this area. So it's pressure in your higher body. Comes from your chest, your shoulders, your neck and head. Okay, then we have the mouth breath. Okay, that comes into the lower part of the body. So we're working on the hips, the belly. Okay, even when we breathe through the nose, the belly will always rise, but it's just pressure. So this is what we're doing. We're working with pressure today, all right? And then we're going to do a stage breath. We're going to do it a little bit slower. Now I'm just doing it just as an example, but we're going to take 3 breaths in, and it's expansion, it's pressure. And the more pressure we have, it's like a balloon blowing up, and it's maximum pressure, and then when we release, that energy gets dissolved away. So it's maximum pressure, maximum release. All right, so let's get going. The first one we're going to be doing is now called palate swipe. This is, as I spoke about, the zones. So the top of the mouth, we're going to push the thumb in, come across the mouth, and from the right to the left. This is my right side. It may be mirrored on the camera, but this is my right side. So pushing your right thumb, you're going to push down and across there. This opens up the hip. So when we walk, the hip sometimes gets pulled around. So we start with the palate swipe. And what we do, we take our right foot over the left, right hand under left armpit, left hand on top. Okay, we're going to put the head to the right. We're going to take our thumb up, and then we're going to push on that palate at the top of your mouth. Put pressure on and swipe left 6 times. When you're ready, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now right hand back underneath the left armpit. Again, if you wanted an easy way to do this, always remember you're just sweeping across. Right foot over, right hand under, left hand on top. We always go head to the right first for pressure. We head sideways, creates pressure in the body. You're going to put your tongue in your right cheek, and you're going to breathe through your nose 6 times. Breathe in. 2, 3. This creates pressure again in the side of the face, and it opens up the ribs and it pushes pressure down. 4, 5, 6. Relax the tongue. Okay, now we're going to bring your head a little bit more to right. Head, body left. Breathe in through your mouth. Now we start bringing the stage breath in. Feel the pressure. Breathe in. More. Hold. Rotate. Let go. what I want you to do now as well, bring your spinal pelvic lock in. Belly button right to the back. I should have said this at the beginning, I do apologise. So much information. Belly button right in, squeeze everything in and up. Okay, now notice the difference when you do this with this breath. Okay, now you're squeezed, you're tight. When we bring the spinal pelvic lock in, it brings all of the bones, everything into alignment, okay? So it allows the body to readjust, rebalance, and it allows the fascia to naturally move around the spine, all right? So now we're gonna see the difference. We've done one without the spinal pelvic lock. Now watch the difference, okay? Head to the right, spinal pelvic lock in, belly button nice and tight. Put everything up, body to the left. Now breathe in through your mouth. Hold, feel the difference. Breathe in some more. More. Hold. Rotate. And let go. How different is that now? The spinal pelvic lock. Incredible. Okay, breathe in some more. Breathe in some more through your mouth. 3. Hold. Rotate. Let go. Breathe in some more. More. Slow and deep. Breathe in. Rotate. Spinal pelvic lock is in. Let go. Okay. Head to the right, body to the left still. Try not to come back too much to the center. Where you've moved your body around, we're squeezing out the stress. We want to stay there. Okay, when you're ready, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Hold. Rotate. And let go. Come back to center. Head to left. Body to the right. Tongue in cheek. Tongue in your left cheek, and then breathe in 6 times through your nose. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Hold. Head to left, body to the right. Spinal pelvic lock is engaged, nice and tight. Every single maneuver, spinal pelvic lock is your key. And let go. It's your center force. Pull that core in nice and tight. Breathe in. Okay, now through your mouth. Hold. More. Hold. More. Hold. Rotate. Head to left, body to the right. Exhale. Breathing in through your mouth. Hold. More. Spinal pelvic lock tight. Breathe in. More. Hold. Rotate more to the right. Head to left. Let go. Feel that pressure moving. If you get dizzy at any time, we're going to get a lot of oxygen in quickly. Just come down, hands to the floor, make sure you're safe. Okay, safety is everything. Breathe in through your mouth. More. Breathe in. More. Hold. More. Hold. Head to the left, body to the right. And let it go. Okay, in through your nose, out through your mouth. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Hold. Rotate. And let go. Good. Come back to center. Slowly release. Fascia likes to move slow. Slowly unwind. And now walk in a figure of 8. Okay. This now rebalances. It allows the body to incorporate all of the information. Okay, good. Okay, shake it off. Let's do the other side. Okay, so we're going to go left foot over the right now. So remember, easiest way to do this is just swipe. Left foot over the right, left hand under the right armpit, right hand on top. Okay, you can do that and get nice and comfortable. Spinal pelvic lock in, head to the left, body to the right. Always go head first, tongue in your left cheek. Breathing in 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, head to the left, body to the right. Relax your tongue and release. Breathe in through your mouth. More, hold, rotate a little bit more, head to left, body to the right, spinal pelvic lock in, let go. Breathing in, hold, more, hold, rotate, letting go. Breathing in, hold, more, hold, rotate, exhale. Okay, in through your nose, out through your mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold, rotate, letting go. Back to center. Keep your arms and your legs the same. If you want to adjust your feet, you can just bring the right heel to your right an inch, left heel out an inch as well. So head to the right, now body to the left. Spinal pelvic lock, nice and belly button in, tight. Okay, tongue in your right cheek. 6 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, body to the left, head to the right, spinal pelvic lock in. And let go. Good. Okay, breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. One more. Just changing the order up just a little bit, just so it makes it a little bit different on the body, different pressure. Okay, now breathing out, rotate. Now breathe in through your mouth. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe in some more. Hold. Rotate. And let go. Good. Breathing in some more. Try not to come back to center too much. Breathe in. 3. Hold. Rotate. And let go. Breathing in. Hold. Breathe through your mouth. Hold. Breathe through your mouth. Hold. More. Don't let the air out. Rotate. Squeeze out your stress. Squeeze out your worries or your trauma and let it go. And relax. Come back to center. Good. Breathing in. Have a sigh. And just relax the body now. Shake it out. Slowly unwind. Just have a little walk. Okay, good. Okay, good. Little walk, integration, processing. Allow the body to embody this into the fascia. New programming, new energy, new you. Okay, we're going to do the next one now. It's called anti-gravity. And we're going to interlock our fingers. Just going to show you what to do. So we grab on the back of the neck, just underneath the bone there, not on the top of the head here, because we don't want to be here, nice and tight, clamped. And we're going to pull that skin up. We engage the shoulders. We're going to look up. We're going to breathe. And we're going to let go. Okay, and then we'll do a staged breath after that. And then we're going to drop the chin. Okay, and we're engaging the chin onto the chest. Okay, and then we're going to breathe in and we're going to look up to the right. We're going to exhale, we're going to breathe in and we'll look up to the left. We're not coming right here just yet. We're here just, I like to bend my knees just very, very slightly, just so it gives me a bit core, spinal pelvic lock in. Okay, then we come down. Once we've done that, then we'll come in. We're pushing the butt out, so it's more of a hinge, shoulders out, and we're going to look up, and then we're going to look up, exhale. We'll breathe in, we'll look up, exhale. So this is phase 2, phase 3, and then we're coming down. So let me just move back so you can see. Then we're going to come down into a full squat, and we're going to curve ourselves in. Really bring yourself into a ball, and you're going to breathe like into like a balloon. Foot in. Then we're going to come bum up, head down. Okay, we'll breathe here a couple of times, and we'll come up all the way, and then we're going to look up, and we're going to just release the hands, and all your cerebral spinal fluid will then flow down the body. This is a DMT release. You will probably feel high on your own supply. Please be careful. If you feel dizzy, go hands down to the floor. But other than that, you are safe, all right? You got to feel safe, but you may feel a little bit lightheaded in this. This is a powerful maneuver, all right? This really helps with shoulders, hips, neck, amazing. So we're going to decompress the spine with this. The vagus nerve runs up the spine, which sends the signals to the brain. So when we are doing this, the more relaxed you can be, the better the signals from the vagus nerve to the brain. We decompress any stress in the shoulders, we open up the shoulders, we allow the neck to move. This is a very, very powerful maneuver, all right? So let's go interlocking our fingers, coming on the back of the neck. I don't want you here, I want you underneath here. Again, even bringing the thumbs together nice and tight. I'm pulling that as tight as I can. We're engaging belly button to the back, spinal pelvic lock in. Okay, breathing in through your mouth. Hold, letting go. Breathing in, letting go. Breathing in, letting go. Breathing in, letting go. Breathing in, letting go. Breathing in and hold. Breathe in some more. More. Hold. Drop your chin. Exhale. Just bend your knees very slightly. Engage your chin to your chest. Breathing in. Looking up to the right. Exhale. Just moving. It's a neck rotation. Breathing in. Up. Exhale. Breathing in. Down. In. Up. Down. In. Up. Down. Through your nose now. In. Up. Down. In. Up. Down. In. Up. Down. Okay, and push your butt out. Bring your shoulders up, head up, chest up, spinal pelvic lock in. Breathe in through your mouth. Look up to the right. Exhale. Breathe in. Up to the left. Exhale. In. Up. Down. In. Up. Down. In. Up. Down. Okay, now come into full squat. All the way down. Come as low as you can. If you can't go as low as this, just come as low as you can. Stay in that standing squat and bend yourself in, curve yourself in, and breathe in through your mouth. And letting go. Breathing in. Letting go. Breathing in. Fill yourself up like a big balloon. Letting go. Really relax. Breathing through your nose. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Okay. Just say, I love myself. I forgive myself. I forgive my mum. I forgive my dad. I forgive all those that have ever hurt me. I'm ready to release all my trauma, all my pain, all my emotions, and I'm ready to step into the future, aligned and connected to my divine power. I am ready. Take a breath. Come, bum up first, head down, tuck yourself in, and let go. Breathe in through your mouth, letting go. Breathing in, letting go. Breathing in, hold, and slowly come up nice, and just exhale. Slowly come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Breathing in, breathing in, breathing in. Look up, look up, look up. Now take your hands down. Whoa. Enjoy that moment. Shake it out and just decompress your shoulders, just rolling your shoulders now. Moving your arms. Whew. Just getting the fascia flowing. The more we can get the fascia flowing in the shoulders, the better. Okay, this releases the neck, the tension. To have a little walk, move around, integrate this in. Okay. Whew. Okay, how is everyone feeling right now? Hope you're good. Hope you're enjoying this. Woo! I love it. Okay, all right, so let's rub our hands together. Okay, just tapping all over now, just a little bit of energy release. Get that going, have a shake. Okay, next maneuver now it's going to be called swinger. This is a really, really beautiful maneuver. Again, shoulders, hips, releases all in here. So if you're good, really good for racket sport as well. All right. So next what we do, we come in. We're going to drop our knees, dangle our hands by our knees. We're going to take our right hand onto the left shoulder. This is my right hand. So if the camera is mirrored, this is my right hand. I did do a video the other day and it looks completely the opposite. So just so you know, this is my right hand. So dangle your knees, right hand onto the left shoulder. Left hand is coming on the bottom of the elbow. I don't want you on the middle. I don't want you on the top here. I want you on that bottom. I want you to grab and pull that fascia down. So I'm creating a tension line here. And then if you want to go advanced, you can even open up the shoulder, hold, pin and lock on here. So we're creating double release on the shoulders. Okay, so when we're here, hands down, right hand on shoulder, left hand on the bottom of the elbow, I'm pulling that down as tight as I can. Again, now I'm going to put my head to the right, I'm going to pull my body to the left, I'm going to drop my knees, now I'm going to breathe through my mouth, spinal pelvic locking, belly button nice and tight. 3, through your nose, 4, 5, 6, hold, rotate, a little bit more, and let go. Slowly come up, shake it out. Okay, do the other side. So again, drop your knees, left hand on the right shoulder, right hand on the bottom of the elbow. Again, pulling that nice and tight, pull that round. Head to the left. I'm going to pull my body to the right. I'm going to drop my knees. Now I'm going to breathe through my belly button nice and tight. Spinal pelvic lock in. Breathe through mouth. Through nose. Good. No count on that one. Just take it a little bit more advanced so you can get used to doing this yourself as well. Come round, breathing in, shake it out, shake it all about. Okay, when you're ready, have a little walk, integrate it in. How do your shoulders feel? How does your hips feel? Okay, especially when we've done the pallet swipe earlier, so that again unlocks the hips. So now you're walking, what does it feel like? Does it feel a little bit different for you? Okay, integrate this in, process it. Any emotions coming up, allow them, feel them. Allow yourself to get super relaxed. All right, so next one we're going to do is called pull over. Okay, this one is amazing for lower back. Really good for if you have digestive issues, it can help with that as well. This is a very, very powerful maneuver. All right, so I love this. This is I never used to really align with this, but it's only when I started using it more and more I really felt the benefits. If you sit in a chair for long, which is also another point of fascial maneuvers, is that they're designed, and we use the mouth breath as well, that people sit down for a long time, so fascia molds into that. So when we use the mouth breath, it actually breaks down micro adhesions in the lower part of here. So when we come into doing this maneuver, the pullover, this is a fantastic way to really help with lower back, restore fascia back to normality, all right? And this is a very, very powerful way. So what we're doing when we're counter-rotating the body, we're creating tension and pressure as we counter-rotate. So this is going to be really good if you've got lower back issues. All right, so let's go into this. Bring our feet together, just slightly apart. We're going to put our right hand on the left shoulder. This is my right hand, left shoulder. I don't want you up here on the back of the neck. I want you here nice. You get a nice grip. And the most important thing is here is do not lose the grip, all right? Left hand is going to come onto the ribs. Okay, I'm going to pull my ribs forward. Okay, what I do here, let me just come in so you can see me fully. Okay, so I'm now going to look up to my left. I'm going to pull my left shoulder up. Okay, spinal pelvic lock nice, and then take a breath. Drop my knees, pull the shoulder up even more tight. Really feel that tension line down here, down that left side, through your ribs, top of your left hip. Okay, make sure, pull the ribs forward so we've got a real nice grip. Now what I want you to do, I want you to curve a little bit. We're going to come curving the body, coming over to the right knee, bending in, head to the left, shoulder up, breathing in. Move through your mouth. Really breathe into that lower back with the breath. 4, 5, 6. Hold. Just take a breath in and slowly come up. And slowly release. Shake it out. How does that feel? Good. Okay. So now we take our left hand onto the right shoulder. Same thing. I don't want you up on the back. I want you here. Right hand on left ribs this time. I'm going to put my head to the right. Pulling my shoulder up. Take a breath. Drop your knees. Pull the right shoulder up to the sky even more. Really create that nice tension line. Holding the ribs, holding the ribs. Spinal pelvic lock in. Now take another breath. Now just bending the body a little bit, coming over to the left knee. Head to the right. Shoulder up, really anchoring in a tension point on the top of my hip. Breathing out through your mouth. Breathing in, letting go. Breathing in. Really create that tension line. Breathe into that lower back. 4, 5, 6. Hold. Let go. Slowly, can't take a breath in. Ooh. Shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Woo-hoo-hoo. Have a little walk. How does your lower back feel now? Do you feel warm as well? You will probably feel warm during that maneuver because probably creating so much pressure, the body starts creating heat and sending heat to different points of the body. Letting go. How does that feel? Ooh, I feel good. All right, so we're now going to come into what we call pretzel squat. Once you've had your walk, normally walk for about 30 seconds to a minute, really integrate, process everything in. Okay, what I want you to do now, pretzel squats. This is amazing for the hips. This is amazing for, again, for your lower back. We're going to open up the shoulders. This one here right now is a whole body workout. Like, if you cannot do this maneuver, just go as low as you can. I'm going to show you a tip in a moment, but this is a whole body workout. Okay, we're going to use the breath in very different ways as well. Okay, so we're going to bring our feet together. We're going to put our right foot out first. The further you put your foot out, when we're going to come into, basically we're going to come into a lunge. So when we get here, the further your foot, the easier it is. If you want to come in quite tight, you're going to have a very tight squat. So you want to be 2 or 3 feet apart. Okay, My right foot is facing out, I'm teed. I've got my spinal pelvic lock in, I'm nice and tight. I'm now going to bring my right hip around. So I'm now facing straight and I'm overlooking my right foot. Okay, I'm going to put my right hand on my bum cheek, even give it a little slap. Okay, left hand out. So left hand out, this is my left hand, okay? Nice and straight, I've got my spinal pelvic lock in. Now, I'm going to turn my head over my left shoulder and I'm going to look down as if I'm looking over a cliff. I'm going to look down, I bring that right butt starts now stretching. I'm now in the perfect position. Left hand goes on the right shoulder, right hand comes up the back, palm up. Now I drop down into squat, head to the left. I'm going to breathe through my mouth, pushing my shoulder out, spinal pelvic lock in, breathe in through your mouth. 3, in through your nose, 4, 5, 6, good. Switching hands, right hand on left shoulder, left hand up the back, head to the right, breathe in through your mouth 3 times, breathe in, 2, 3, through nose, 4, 5, 6, slowly come up, take a breath, shake it out, good, nearly there. Good, you're doing amazing, everyone. Have a little walk. Okay, beautiful. All right, everyone. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope you're feeling this now. The main thing is that we feel that fascia in that counter-rotated position, the pressure in different ways, allowing the body to release the stress, the trauma, the pain, everything we're holding on to. I hope you're feeling good. Let's go back into the other side of pretzel squat because that's a tough one, all right? So this is one of the hardest maneuvers. So if you're doing this, well done, all right? So feet together. We're going to put our left, this is my left foot now. Left foot, okay, legs are nice and straight, spinal pelvic locking, belly button to the back, okay? I'm now going to turn my hips nice and slow. So now my body, my head is facing over my left foot. My left hand comes onto my right cheek. Give yourself a little slap. Right hand out, just so you see. Again, the closer you are with your feet, the tighter the squat. So even if you want to come out, get yourself a nice line. Right hand out. I'm going to bring my head to the right. I'm going to look over my shoulder as if I'm looking over a cliff, looking down, pushing that left butt out till I feel that stretch. I feel it. Right hand on left shoulder, left hand up the back. Dropping my knees as low as I can go. Head to the right. I'm going to breathe through my mouth 3 times. Spinal pelvic lock in. Breathe in. 2, 3. Through my nose. 5, 6, hold, switch hands, left hand on the right shoulder, pushing it out, right hand up, head to the right, exhale, keep that spinal pelvic lock in, breathing in, 2, through mouth, 3, hold, and let go, 3 nose, 5, 6, hold, slowly come down. Shake it out. Woo! Well done, everyone, well done. Keep going. Breathing in. Okay. Breathing out. Once you've had your little walk, you had a little shake, we now move into organ reset. This is a very, very powerful one. The organs hold emotions. We have 10 organs, 10 fingers, well, 12 organs with the skin and the fascia. The fascia is the biggest sensory organ in the body. So again, it holds everything, all right? So let's move on, last few minutes of this. So we're gonna do the psoas release first of all. We're gonna put lunge onto our left leg. The psoas, if it is what we're gonna do here, the psoas is deep, rooted deep. So it's not actually the psoas we're on, it is the organs, the intestines that we're going to create space for, all right? So this is a very, very beautiful, powerful maneuver to help create and help digestive issues, which we're going to come on to later on as well, all right? So what we're going to do here, we are going to lunge on left foot. We are going to right leg nice and straight. You might feel tear, you might feel heat, okay? Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to come on to our belly button, top of the hip, nice diagonal, right in here, in the middle. We're going to counter rotate, counterclockwise, up, thumbs up. Okay, and we're going to look up, we're going to breathe in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing in. Last one, hold. Say, body, I no longer need to hold this grief. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to feel safe. Take a breath. Good. Coming up, bring your hand down right underneath the right rib cage. This is your gallbladder and liver again. Coming in, counter rotate, thumb up, left hand on the back of the neck, just to create a nice rotation. Breathing in. Free through your nose, free through your mouth. 3, through your mouth. 5, 6. Okay. Say hello anger, hello rage, hello resentment. I see you. I know. Thank you for your service. I no longer need to hold you in my body. I'm ready to live my life in peace, love, and harmony. Take a breath. And letting go. Okay, sliding over to your left ribs now. This is your large intestine and pancreas area. Keep the hands the same, breathing in. Again, twisting in, thumb up, pull, nice and tight. Okay, it's just the intention, breathing in. Through mouth. 5, 6. Hold, and letting go. So thank you, body, for holding on to all of my anxiety and stress. I now release it with love, and I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to step into my future with peace, with love, and harmony. Take a breath. Okay, coming down onto the left hip. Now this is the small intestine and the other side of the psoas, or the valve of Houston. Okay, so we're going to go right foot forward. Okay, left leg nice and straight, lunging on that leg, again, from the belly button, top of the hip, right in the middle on a diagonal angle, coming in, thumbs up. We're going to lean back, nice and tight, lifting the organs up, breathing in. 5, 6, hold, let it go. Okay. Breathing in. So I no longer need to overthink to feel safe in my body. Okay, breathe in. Okay. Okay, on the right ribs now. Okay, this is your kidneys. All about processing emotions now. Okay, left hand on the back of the neck. Gonna take hand coming onto the ribs. Just a little bit of a squeeze, pushing the ribs down. When you're ready, breathing in. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. And letting go. Thank you, kidney, for holding all of my emotions. Thank you for processing all the emotions, my trauma, my pain. I'm now ready to live with life with peace and harmony. Okay, switching hands. Right hand on the back of the neck, left hand on the shoulder. Okay, breathing in. We're just running a couple of minutes over. Okay, let's get this done. Left hand on. Okay, breathing in, looking up to the left, body to the right. Spinal pelvic locking, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. So thank you, kidneys. Sorry, a little bit of a distraction. I've literally got about 6 magpies out on a tree, just all staring at me. Okay, brilliant. Okay, when you're in, breathe in. So thank you, kidneys, for processing my emotions. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to feel safe. Okay, breathing in. Okay, now we're going to slide the hand down, thumb down on the back of that, just on the lower part of that rib, breathing in. I'm going to lean over to my right foot, so pushes pressure up into that spleen. Spleen is about worry. You're going to breathe into this. Breathing in. Hold. Let go. So thank you, spleen. Thank you for taking me out of worry. Thank you for taking me into peace, into love, into harmony. Take a breath. Good. We're going to come on to the thyroid now. This is all about the throat, speaking our truth. So we're going to bring one hand down, one hand up. Okay, or you can put one hand on the back and one hand on the front. I like to come down, one hand up, and I really open up my throat. Bend your knees, breathing in. 5, 6. One more. Hold. So, I'm ready to speak my truth with integrity and love. I'm ready to create my reality through my voice. I speak life and health into my body. I speak abundance into my reality. I speak my truth. Take a breath. Okay, good. Just come hand on your heart now. Hand on the top of the head. Breathing in. Nice and slow. We're going to create brain and heart coherence now. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more. Hold. So thank you, my beautiful brain, for creating me beautiful, positive, loving thoughts and emotions now. I now ask for the heart to lead. Thank you, my beautiful heart, for beating for me every day. Thank you for being pure and whole and strong and perfect in every way. Thank you for holding all of my trauma until I was ready to process it. I'm ready to process it now. Take a breath. And let go. Ooh. Okay, just have a walk now. Okay, letting go, breathing in, letting go, breathing in. Slowing it down now. Okay, so I hope that helps. I hope this inspires you. I hope this has helped you feel distressed. I hope this feels calmer, lighter, as the intentions were at the start of the session. All right, so now if you have suffering with headaches, this is 2 maneuvers that I would suggest that you do to help you relieve headaches and head tension. Let me just take my glasses off for this one. Okay, so what we want to do, a nice ear pull. Ear pulls are really, so we're going to do a double ear pull. So you grab the ears and we're going to twist in the ears. Okay, so we're going to twist them nice and tight. We're going to look up. We're going to breathe in through your nose. 2. Don't be frightened. Really give them a good pull. 3. Drop the knees and bend. Come to the left. 6. Good. Come to the right. Breathing in. Good. Down, looking down. Really pull the ears. Head down, head up. Good. Breathing in. Come all the way up and look up. And there you go. Ooh. Good, good. This is really good for the jaw as well, so we'll do this one again in a minute. Okay, so now for the head, hand here, because this is called antler twist, okay? So that was called ear pull, this is called antler twist. So we put our right hand, this is my right hand, back. I'm not here, I'm not on the top of my head, I'm not over my eye, I'm not on my jaw, I'm here on the side of the temple. My left hand comes forward, so it's like this. I'm going to push in, pressure, I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to push up. Okay, so breathing in, pressure, push. Now bend my knees and breathe. And just rotating in different positions creates different pressure. Breathe in through your nose. Spine up over lock in. Find that tension line. Good. Free mouth. Come up, hold. Letting go. Yeah, good. Whew. Okay, how's that feel? To have a shake, have a little walk. Okay, so I just mentioned there the ear pull is really good for the jaw release. So that's a good one. So what we can do now, we can come into the jaw. We've got one called getting cheeky. Okay, so fingers in. Okay, we're going to come into the side here, into the mid, but I'm not going to come here, so I'm pushing that back. Again, left hand comes forward. I'm now going to rotate. I'm going to push in. So this is if you have jaw pain, okay? Jaw pain, a lot of people get this for stress. Okay, now I've got it nice and tight. Now I can open, breathe in. Open my mouth. 3. Now I can move around. I can come into a squat. Good. And then I can do the antler twist. I can even come on here. I can even come now nice and tight on here. Okay, and also the ankle is released, the jaw is released to the ankle, so we could also do an ankle release, but we're going to show you that later on. Okay, so we can come in here. Okay, or we can even take this even further. We can do 2 fingers in the mouth. We put our fingers, slide them in. Okay, and come right in, up to the back, and then you're going to turn this down. And you're going to breathe through your nose. Nice and deep. Okay, right in. And let it go. Now wiggle your jaw. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so you've got that outside, you've got the inside. And again, if you wanted to, you really can come on here. You can twist. Okay, and then if you really want to go deep again, you can do the ankle twist. You're coming on the ankle and you're twisting, all right? So that, the zones. So we'll come into the zones in a minute, okay? Again, did explain them at the start of the video, but we'll come into that as well. So everything is about pressure. So if we have shoulder pain, you've probably got something going on in the hips. If you've got something going on in the hips, you've got something going on in the shoulders. But I'm going to show you 2 maneuvers now for the shoulders. Okay, so we're going to come in elbow torque. We're going to come in nice and tight. I don't want you here. I don't want you on here. I want you on that elbow. Okay, and I want you rotating outwards. Okay, now just move around, breathing in. So then when we're here, I've got this counter-rotated. The tension of the fascia has to move up to my shoulder and it has to move down. So it has to move up, okay? So the pressure, you can see my jumper is rotating in here. Okay, that has to create pressure somewhere. So that all of this releases the shoulders. Now we can just move around nice and slow. Finding your tension line. Where is your tension line? Okay, and then the second maneuver, we take this here, spinal pelvic lock here, and we take this above the head. Okay, now I'm going to look to the right, I'm going to bring my body to the left. I'm stretching this nice and out. Breathe in through your nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Find your tension line. 6. The reason I use my nose all in at one because it's the higher part of my body. The nose breathes into the out, breathe in, and let go. Okay, so you do that on the other side. You come in, so nice and balanced as well. Come in, you're breathing in. Find your tension line, breathing in. Again, I'm counter rotating outwards. I'm creating a tension, okay? I'm going to come all into this in a moment. Breathing in. Just moving around nice and slow. Just breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe through your mouth. Feel the difference. Okay, now breathe in. Okay, now, so the second maneuver again, lifting the shoulder up. Look to the left, bring the body to the right. Really rotate, breathe in through your nose. Through your mouth. Find your tension line. And release. Ooh. Okay, so we've done the shoulders, we've done the jaw, so this is all linked, okay? So the reason I've done it in this order, I've just gonna move, because we was in the upper area of the body, so now we'd come in, if you have any digestive issues, we could do what we call the psoas release. We did this a moment ago, so again, the psoas is hidden just underneath the skin, so it's nice and deep. So what we're really working on is the small intestine, large intestine, and getting that area nice and unblocked. If the ileocecal valve is blocked, the bowels are going to be blocked. Okay, so if we work on this, if you have digestive issues 2-3 times a day, okay, you will get better flow. All right, so let's just do this, then we have a walk, because then that relieves all that pressure. Then I'm going to show you hips as well. All right, okay, so left foot forward, left foot forward, come on to 2 inches, 2 fingers into the belly button, top of the hip, come into the middle, twist, okay? And then what we're going to do is 6 breaths through. We're going to lean back, going to open up your shoulders, you're going to breathe in. 4, 5, 6, hold. Okay, you can even drop your right shoulder down there, head to the left. Really opening up that psoas, that small intestine. Take a breath. Okay, now have. Okay, so now we've done that, we can now release the hips. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to do the hips very quickly. Grab your hands a rub. Okay, so the hips are really important because the hips hold a lot of tension. All right, so we're going to release the hips with a very quick maneuver. We're going to come down, men, be very careful. Okay, so we want to lay down, we want to bring our right leg over our left, I'm going to pull. If you can't do this, just grab your knees and pull in. Okay, so I'm putting my left hand on the ankle, right hand on the other foot. So I'm going to pull my legs apart and space. So I'm now twisting on the ankles, putting the ankles towards me, the fascia. Okay, I'm going to nice until I've got my spinal pelvic lock in, head to the right, breathing in through your mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. And then letting go. Again, really good for the shoulders. If you have a shoulder problem, work on the hips, okay, and vice versa. So now we come over, left foot, left leg over the right knee, grabbing the ankles, pull the fascia towards you, so it's nice and tight, pull apart, create space, head to the left, breathe in through your mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, breathe in, hold, and letting go. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh. Just rolling your shoulders. Ooh. Good. A good one as well, you can also come in, a knee release, lower body reset, come in, hold. You're counter rotating on the fascia. So the reason we use counter rotation is it creates pressure, tension. Fascia likes, the body works in rotation. Okay, hold that for 2 or 3 minutes. That'll move down into the hips, the lower back, coming up the back. Just breathe in. Good. Okay. All right, everyone. Okay, so as we spoke about at the start of the video, moving the fascia likes to move in counter rotation. So let me just tuck myself in. Okay, so the reason we use, take a breath. The reason we use the counter rotation, as we just showed there, is to create pressure, it's tension. The body naturally rotates as we walk, as we move. So we're working with the actual natural ebb and flow of the body. All right, so counter rotation creates the pressure, brings release. Okay, and then if the body is hydrated, okay, what I would suggest, obviously lots of water, but using the human garage diatomaceous earth, silica. So the fascia is made up of the silica. So when the fascia is hydrated, then we need to get the fascia moving again. And the more hydrated the fascia, the less tension will be. So diatomaceous earth or the silica helps hydrate the fascia. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the zones of the body. We briefly spoke about this at the start of the session. All right. So we have 3 zones. We have the leg, the body, the torso, and the head. Each zone has zones. So zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Okay. Zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Okay. Zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. So when everything is linked together, the whole body works. The fascia is one, but in zones, pressure moves in different ways. So when we breathe, you experienced it earlier. So this is what I'm talking about now. You experienced it. So now you can understand it. When we're breathing in, if we're counter rotated in a position, head to left, so I'm here, again, it's that wringing out the tail. We're breathing in. So the totally twisted, every single zone is being worked. Yeah. The pretzel squat, every single zone is being worked. So when we breathe into certain zones like the palate swipe, okay, that again, linked to the hips. How did you feel after that? So you've done the paddle. So sometimes you have to do it a couple of times, sometimes for the body to register. Again, the more we walk, the more we integrate, the more important that will feel. So the body works in zones. And we're also a pressurized system. Okay? We have, I think it's 14 pounds of pressure on every part of the body. So it's 2,000 pounds of pressure on us. So when we use the breath, the pressure, it creates that space, okay? And then again, as we said, you may feel pressure moving around the body as we counter-rotate the body, okay? Body works in rotation. So if we work naturally with the ebb and flow of counter-rotation, we are going with what the body actually needs, rather than linear, where linear can actually damage the things. If we actually counter-rotate, this actually helps the body release tension, pressure, and the body naturally works in rotation. All right, so the pressure is really, really important. If we just was to counter-rotate our body and we don't breathe, all I'm doing is stretching. But if the minute I breathe, I can feel that it's blowing, it's creating that space, that pressure, that beautiful energy. And then when we release, you can feel it leaving the body. So this is all about feeling, and it's also an emotional release exercise. Fascial maneuvers are the biggest self-caring practice growing on the world right now. So we're in a very, very beautiful space. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope that you understand what fascia is now. So just recap, fascia is the interconnected tissue that holds everything together, the organs, the tissues, the muscles, the cell, everything, all of your emotions, the traumas, everything you've been through. Okay, even holds a goodness. So this is why we can reprogram it. It is conscious, it's alive. Okay, and we use counter-rotated pressure, as we see there, if we're working on a joint. If I'm counter-rotated, I'm pinned and locked here, this creates pressure somewhere else in the body. So the body's always compensating and trying to rebalance, all right? So if we put pressure in one place, it's got to counteract in another spot as well, all right? So I hope that helps. I look forward to seeing you soon. The breath, magnificent. Fascial maneuvers, incredible. Two of them together is absolute divine magic, and in my opinion, a new paradigm of healing. I hope you've enjoyed this. This is Joe B, over and out. Big love. See you soon, everyone. Bye.